Well, talking of dealing with the issue of illegal immigration, Donald Trump has been doing just that, not without a fair bit of controversy. But I want to show you comments from Hillary Clinton. She was speaking at a conference in Germany. Have a listen to what she said about how illegal immigration had been dealt with prior to Donald Trump.
More people were deported under my husband and Barack Obama without killing American citizens and without putting children into detention camps than were in the first Trump term or this first year of Trump's second term.
So there's a couple of points there. Firstly, she's boasting that Clinton and Obama deported more than Trump, which would seem to be an argument for Trump to deport even more than he currently is.
Deportations are good.
To which I would say, I agree with you, Hillary. Good call. But as for her saying that they did all of that without ICE killing anybody, of course, who was it? Renee Good and Alex Petty were killed by ICE agents. Well, that could have been because when Clinton and Obama were deporting illegals, they didn't have Republicans declaring sanctuary cities. They didn't have paid protesters obstructing ICE agents. And they didn't have the Republicans telling everybody that ICE agents were basically the Gestapo and they should be opposed. So it was a very different environment. The rancid environment that Trump has had to deal with has been created by Clinton's supporters.
Exactly right. I mean, I don't understand what point she is trying to prove or what point she thinks she's proving here. All she is proving...
Trump's too soft on the illegal immigrants.
Yeah, Trump's too soft, but also exactly that it is the left, it is the Democrats that have whipped up such a frenzy that when the ICE agents were in Minnesota, they had teams of people, of professional protesters and rioters that would roam the city, harass ICE agents, go to their hotels, try to assault them with vehicles, blow whistles anytime they were anywhere, alert illegal migrants throughout the city. And then on top of that, the state law enforcement basically refused to cooperate with them. I mean, the ICE in the US is facing unimaginably difficult conditions that, you're exactly right, James, were not faced by ICE under the Democrats, because back then, border protection was a bipartisan policy. Now, the Democrats have gone off to La La Land and think they're going to win votes from illegal migrants at some point down the line, which they probably will. And so they're doing everything in their power to obstruct ICE.
Absolutely. Well, there's no other reason that this is all happening, because ICE is being put in positions that it has not been put in before. I'm curious, though, about the signalling you're getting from a senior Democrat coming out and publicly saying we had more deportations under Democrat administrations than there have been under Trump administrations. Could it be that they're looking at internal polling coming up to midterms that says we're in a bit of strife here and we need to give a bit more of a look that, you know, we're a bit more moderate than some people think we are? I mean, why else would you send someone like Hillary Clinton out to say, actually, we're the party of deportations? Because it's a huge difference compared to what you've generally heard. It's a huge difference, of course, compared to what the Biden administration was doing when they basically opened the border to Mexico. And the other thing everyone else forgets is this whole business of building the wall, which was so contentious in Trump's first term. They all started under Obama. In fact, I think it was co-signed by Chuck Schumer when they started. They didn't say building the wall, as Donald Trump used to say, but they were building border fences, and that was an Obama policy. And then when Trump simply beefed it up a bit and said, build the wall, they all turned around and said, oh, yeah, you can't do that, it's terrible, it's racist. Like, this used to be Democrat policy, and there's Hillary Clinton admitting.
I just hope Australian politicians are watching what's happening in the US, and obviously it's a very different scale. But I think we've got something like, is it like 100,000 failed asylum seekers still in this country who are supposed to be gone but are still here? And it's one of those situations where something's so small we won't worry about it until it becomes so big it's impossible to deal with. And I think it's a good lesson to Australian authorities. Deal with the situation here with people who should not be in this country. Start to move them out, because if you let it grow, you get to a point where it becomes so contentious, your hands are almost tied.